I might gotta make one. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Okay, so we are reacting to Miss Mindset Therapy PLLC's video. So I picked this video right here so that hold on one second. I picked this video so uh we can understand the state of confusion and why people leave us in a state of confusion. Not only people, but why is it that when something happens, like a train derail or something else, like they want to throw the people that are most significant to this country, which are the American people. Why do they want to throw all kind of distractions at us? We have arrest with Vince. We have lawsuits with Vince McMahon. We have arrest with the Albuquerque guy. P Diddy's arrest. We got lawsuits thrown at Jay Z. But I did cut my hair, y'all. I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to get it to that 360, like man, that crazy spin. Like when it start right here and got doggone whirlwinds out, boy. Yeah, I'm trying to get it there. It's not quite there yet. I did do a self cut. Um, Yeah, it kind of look uneven, but hey, it's my motherfucking shit, and it grows, and that's all that matters. But and it do look kind of look good. I ain't gonna lie, it do look good. I tried. But anyway, let's get to this video because I just kind of wanted to make comparisons on uh why the government and all governments, not just the American government, any government, keeps their people in a state of confusion. They don't always tell you everything that's going on, and it's for a reason. It's not to protect you; it's to keep you in a state of confusion of the what ifs, or to keep you feeling like and stuck in a certain way. So we're gonna play this video, and before I do, because this is what they like to do, this is exactly what they like to do. Exactly what they like to do. So when it comes down to that, yeah, that's where we at with it. All right, so I haven't heard this video yet, but let's get to it. And thank you for providing this video for me to learn from. So in this case, we're going to take either you're gonna take if you're more worried about somebody in your life that is kind of like keeping you at a state of confusion, you could use this video with that. But with me, more so, I'm relating this to I'm putting the narcissist as like official leader, you know, and seeing why they would do what they do. And another reason why, I'll tell you in a minute. So in the community, this is just about perspective. If there's something going on, right, where there's take Black Lives Matter for instance. Black Lives Matter was a group that was bringing everybody together. Now, that could cause some problems for leaders that have been leading, and for the fact that there are some people who dislike other people just based off of what they see, and then they start coming together and actually talking to each other about the common issues that they have and realizing there's not much of a difference. So they always need to shake things up. And what did they do to break up Black Lives Matter? It caused a state of confusion to where, okay, well, we can see that the leadership of gay people could be there. So we're going to have to damage these people's reputation. And how do we do that? We put a spotlight on what they have been doing, because they haven't been um, following down the patterns that we want them to do. So we're going to expose them on everything they've been doing. So if you're not doing what we need you to do, like Dr. Umar has not been exposed because of the simple fact that he's probably been following along the guidelines, not talking about certain things, not trying to gather a community. And if he is gathering a community, it's kind of like what do you call that? What do you call a community? It's a sexual community. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's a community of people that just community of women, concubine. There you go. He want a concubine, and he want a group of men that feel like concubines are existence. I don't believe in concubine. And the simple reason why I don't believe in it is because now, if you can show me a different story in the Bible where it kind of, because people like to point out to the Bible, so this is what I'm referring it to. If you point out something to me in the Bible where it says that when God seen that Adam was alone, that He provided a friend for Adam, or He provided multiple women for Adam, then I say okay. But if He didn't provide multiple women for Adam, if He only took one rib out to create one person to keep him company. So that's just my view on it. If we're going based off of that, if we're not going based off of that, then have at it. Who am I to judge you? Who am I to say anything like that? But I just I just want my the men in my community that I have around me to have like a mindset of, okay, I understand you want to do that. If you want to do that, that's cool. You be over there. There's gonna be a group of men and a group of women over there that enjoy doing that. But overall, we want the mindset of, you know, um, of one man, one woman creating a family, a solidarity. What do you call it? Um, what is it called? Not a communion, not a companionship. It's shit. A covenant. A covenant. It should be like, and if man want to be with man, you say, okay, that's cool, but you over there. Women want to be with women, okay, that's cool, but you over there. But the solid foundation is, that's how you want it to be, the covenant to be. And because if we're respecting, the Ten Commandments don't say anything about anybody being gay. It don't say anything about having any kids out of, well, they do say they want you to have a covenant, but if you having like multiple women It don't say nothing about having multiple women. I don't know, man, because it says thou shalt not commit adultery. So committing adultery is, and in my eyes, when you become one, you kind of like, the only time a man and a woman ever become one is through the sexual encounter, and through the sexual encounter they come up with a baby, and the baby actually is that physical product of becoming one, because it looks like the mother and it looks like the father. So it's that would be my consummation of marriage. So you know um we would even have like a town where, I don't even know how I got on this, but yeah. uh this video is very short, so let's get through this. Let's get through this. Yes, it really can. It really can. It really can. So there may be areas, so like in Black Lives Matter, there may be areas where there was good things going on in this situation, but because they had bought a couple of $1 million houses off of the $1 billion they owned, they had got from Black Lives Matter, and a certain group that doesn't like us. It's a group of people out here that don't like black people, and they blend in with the other people that may look like them, and they throw stones. But if you say something even remotely that they feel like offends them, they try to sue you. Those are the people I'm talking about. And those are the people I think that Biden was just talking about when he said there's an oligarchy that is running the show. So yeah. I'm glad she said that. Okay. And um another thing that those people that I just described just a second ago thrive on is triggering your emotions. Such as calling a black person the N word, nigga. You know, they feel like most black people are going to give them a negative response. So, in order to triumph you, which is take away your wealth, no matter if it's the last dime you have, let me try to trigger your emotions. That way, the companies that I have invested in and or my family have invested in, such as the jail systems, the prison systems, any governmental office person that they have been lobbying to, you know, those people, all that works in their favor. So if they can trigger emotion to where they can send you to a place where they can put you back in chains legally and have you on TV and say you are a danger to society, look at you. Any opportunity they have to do that, they will use it. And, you know, I get along with everybody. Like with me, I know this is a short video, but on this topic, I'm like, I try to get to know everybody. Like I literally try to get to know everybody I come across. And not only do I try to get to know them, I see things about people. But certain people, most of the time, I try not to look at people or pay attention to them because if I do, I pick up energy on you and I start laughing because there's something about you that I see that your energy is moving. When I see you, when I'm looking at you, I'll laugh at you because I know what you're thinking, I know what you or I can feel like I see what makes you happy because that's what is my passion is to see what people see what people are doing to make themselves happy. Like I like to see how people make themselves happy, different ways people can make themselves happy, and it make me smile. It makes me laugh because the things you can see people you know thinking and feeling. Like I remember this one time, like I went into the grocery store and I was doing Instacart in Denver, and this lady, she looked at me and she was like, "Damn." I could hear her say "damn" in her head, and I was looking at her and I said, it's okay if you quit. I said, God gonna work it out for you. I know you've been feeling like you want to quit for a couple of days because that's where her energy told me. Her energy told me that she was ready to fucking quit. And somebody if somebody else came up to her with a bad attitude, I believe she was gonna quit. I believe it. But you gotta lighten the mood and you know give people confidence because when people want to keep you in a state of confusion, they want to keep your anxiety up. You know, but yeah, that's a little bit of something about me now. I don't like to open up that much, but you know, uh, sometimes like I will if I see something strongly in somebody I want to win, I DM you. I slide in your DM and I'll tell you what I feel like I see. Not I feel like I, I feel like you should do is what I see for you to do. Some people like shit. I look at them; they be looking like they happy on the farm, and they could be sitting working on cars. Like, what you doing here? You should be a farmer. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the farm, or uh, I looked at one lady and shit. I was like, yo, you should be a school teacher. She was like, man, I always wanted to be a school teacher. How'd you know that? I was like, your vibe. You speak, your energy speaks to where you are that type of leader or that's what you wanted to do. I mean, I can almost see you doing it. Teaching the kids, smiling, you know, you just having a good time. Seems like you love kids, you know, just by looking at them. Um, I used to want to know, like, I used to just focus all my energy on trying to read people's minds until one day, I think it scared the both of us because I was looking at him. I was like, I wonder what he's thinking. I was like, shit. And I had said something like, I know, right? What are they wearing? And because he ain't say nothing, he was just looking at him. And I was like, I know, right? What the hell are they wearing? They should have known better not to come out the house like that. And he just kind of looked at me, and I looked at him, and like I was like, maybe I should have said that out loud, you know. He's like, how you know I was thinking that? I said, well, you was looking at her like that. He's like, yeah, but I had said something in detail. I don't remember. It was so long ago. I'm telling y'all stories about my experiences that happened to me like in my early 20s, and, in teens type shit. So, yeah. So, in essence, I want you to remember that if you feel like you confused, calm down. When I noticed that, people when people get confused or they're trying to remember something, they're trying to make sense of it. They either get angry, they get sad, or they get mad. Angry is a whole different level. I didn't see people get furious, throw stuff. I used to be like that. I used to get so mad that um I couldn't figure it out or it wouldn't go my way. I would throw stuff. I had this very strong anger that comes inside of me because I could not figure it out. Over the years, I had to calm that down because, just because it didn't go my way doesn't mean it was my fault. I took, and I think that's the reason why I got angry, was because if something didn't go my way, I always felt like it was because of me. It's because I made an error, or I didn't have my shit in order to make that next step. And it took me, man. When I tell you, it took me so long to just figure it out. Like, Kiera, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know, and I like after a while, I just was like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not, you know, because I am a person that like to take accountability for the actions that has happened. So you know what I mean? Like, I think I'd rather just take the action, take the accountability, get it over with, so that I know what the consequences is and deal with those consequences. You know what I mean? Um, Regardless of what it is, you know. Sometimes, and even if I didn't mean to do it, I still will take accountability of what I did. So, and when people don't want to take accountability of their actions and throw somebody else in the turmoil and throw them in a state of confusion, you just got to stay logical about it and just remember, did you do everything you could possibly do the right way? And if you say yes, then you good. Don't worry about what everything else that's going on around you, because maybe I'm missing the piece, and maybe I don't need it, or maybe it'll pop up right on time. I had to learn how to let it come to me as well. You know, that was very hard. You know, that sounds like a group of people, you know. And you know, um, yeah, that sounds like a group of people I know, you know. But also we just gotta learn how to counter that. And I think the next video I'm gonna post is gonna be, I think I already did that though. I think I already did how to did signs. No, I did signs of a narcissist. I did signs of a narcissist. Yeah. So yeah, and then I think the next thing we're gonna do is the narcissist weaknesses. So when I see that, I see the actions of how, you know, even with TikTok, you know, you got the Black Panther movement. They infiltrated it because it was getting too strong, too big. Even Wu Tang Clan infiltrated it, got too strong, too big. You know, everybody was Wu Tang. Everybody was Wu Tang in it. Um, Black Lives Matter. Oh, Bloods, Crips, GDs, Vice Lords, um, um, Paru, all of only gang that didn't never got infiltrated was the KKK. Only gang that's never have gotten infiltrated was the KKK. But everybody else that got infiltrated. Um, Wars have went on in them. You know, it's all about the money though. Promise of power. You know, but I feel like we should want power within our own nation, which brings me to why I started making this video. So finish this off. All right, so yeah, I appreciate y'all taking the time out. I think I need to go ahead and just trim up the little, their hair. Just a little bit, but overall, it look good. It look good. I'm proud of me. Um, Appreciate y'all for staying. Peace out. Peace out. But no, oh no. I don't think I'm gonna leave quite yet. Hold on. Because I want to talk about why I made this video. I made this video because um the state of confusion is real. I feel like we they had us competing with each other a long time ago when it came down to Martin Luther King and it came down to Malcolm X, Martin X. So I believe they had us trying to pick which one we wanted. And when some of us were going towards Malcolm X a lot and leaning towards him, and they were showing more so of Martin Luther King going to, parties, being accepted more and more by white people and walking around. That was an image they chose to show us, and that was perception they wanted us to keep. They wanted us to see a perception of, hey, we are friendly. We're even okay with you having our women. They know that some black men, I'm not gonna say all, some black men think with their lower head, not their upper head, you know. Um, and they know that uh, their women, whoever they are, I'm not gonna say any race, their women can persuade them to do what they need them to do, especially if they're trained in that way. So uh, they use that. They use that wet tunnel hole to I get that to hypnotize. If we can get majority of our men to use their upper heads uh, and focus on a Black Wall Street. Now, Black Wall Street is where I feel like the basis of our community needs to start. Why do I say that? Because that's the first thing they attacked. Why was that the first thing they attacked? Well, when I thought about it, I thought about every country. And does every country have a Wall Street? I mean, like a stock market or a stock exchange? Any major countries? And the answer is yes. The major countries do have stock exchange. They have their own stock exchange. Um, and so when you think about it, why do they infiltrate or quote unquote gentrify certain areas? They gentrify certain areas and or infiltrate certain areas simply because we cannot have people ownership of people of more than 5,000 to 10,000 black people in one area. It cannot happen. And if that does happen, that creates a county or a city full of black people. And that may wake up a couple of smart black people and say, okay, well, if we got this many people in this damn town, we might as well make a city council out of this, have a whole city council. And imagine a whole bunch of small black cities popping up because we got 10,000 here, got 10,000 people here, 10,000 people over here, 5,000 people over here, and all of them within range create like a big ass. All of a sudden, you look up and you got a whole state where there is over over 100,000 black people in one state, or over, and that all own that. Now they can vote in their own city council. Now they can make moves to protect them. So imagine if it was a big ass movement like that in this country, where black people own a lot of the land, and to open up a lot of the land, to buy a lot of the land. Like it'll be crazy, because that means that leadership can be instituted right there. So if you institute leadership into all into a couple of counties that have black ownership, and black businesses, and black banks, that'll give us more claim that we can handle our own nation. And the only reason why they can draft our children and have a say so at the table about what we doing and how we doing it is because um um they will want a say so. I mean, they want control. They want control over how we moving. We don't have a say so in our people and how we moving, because we don't really own no land. We don't own no businesses. The majority of it, we're not trading with anyone. Imagine, just imagine. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. Just imagine if we still owned New York, Manhattan, Central Park area. That's a major port right there. That is a major port right there. So if you're gonna sit here and say, "Hey, we need these people to integrate with us," because if they understand what they're doing, they could be competition to us on this land, and we need them to come and join us. We need to reconsummate the agreement, because they're growing out of the mindset. And I feel like we're growing out of the mindset of their control now. And they don't know how to fix it right now. The witch is dead. The witch is dead. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Um, just remember, if we had a Black Wall Street still to this day, we can make a claim that we can independently take care of our own self. So the real Juneteenth ain't till the real Juneteenth ain't until we actually get our independence and have our own nation, have our own flag, wave that motherfucker around, can have our own embassy and everything. All right, y'all. That's all I got to say. Peace.